Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Sam, the Miracle Man. You'll join a captivating and transformational podcast where we'll explore the extraordinary journey of Sam, a man who overcame all odds to reclaim his life and health. Each Wednesday, Sam shares his inspiring stories of growth, health, and his journey to find wellness through self-care, mental well-being, and physical rejuvenation. We'll also have dynamic and interesting interviews with professionals in health, fitness, spirituality, and personal growth to help you on your journey to uncover the true secrets to living your best life. With just a click, you can subscribe. We will welcome you every week. Now here's your amazing host, Sam.
Hey, Miracle Makers. I hope you're feeling good and living life on your terms. I'm your host, Sam the Miracle Man. Today we want to talk about head trash and how head trash is really making a mess of your life. This head trash is harmful. So what exactly is head trash? It's that negative voice in your head that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that life is too hard. Or it could be many stories as well that are head trash, that you have to work hard for your money, or that life is difficult. These are just mental stories. Any kind of mental story that is preventing you from living your ideal life is head trash. The soul wants what's best for you, and this mind is always trying to doubt you, second guess yourself. And this is my own story, living life with head trash. And I lived with head trash for many, many years, taking it as my truth. So I had this belief in my 20s that life was very difficult, really hard, not worth living. And I nearly took my life twice because I was taking my head trash as truth. And it is not our truth. It's just a mental opinion. The truth, if you will, is within us, in our spiritual heart. That is where the truth is. But we get hung up on our identity, all these stories, and they're simply not serving us. So you just can't let it go. You can't snap out of it. That's also head trash. That's a practice. It's a practice of being present. Because your spirit, your soul is always here in this moment. It's the mind that's trying to pull you out of this moment. So when I'm here present, I know peace. If I'm in the mind, I'm filled with worry, stress, anxiety, difficulties, problems. That's the world of the mind. Regardless of the experience that you're having in this moment, your spirit, your soul is always at peace. Because it knows all is well. Regardless of our human experience, all is well. And this is difficult for the mind to understand. Like when I lost the ability to walk from multiple sclerosis, to my soul, all was well, but not to my mind. My mind was lost in stories that, I can't walk anymore. I'm going to take all these medicines. I'm going to end up in a wheelchair. I'm going to end up in the hospital. I'm going to take all these medicines. But having MS was actually a great blessing. I got to discover who I really was. As a bipolar, I was running around all over the place. And now with multiple sclerosis, I could no longer run around every place. But I still lived with multiple sclerosis for 7 years, trapped in my mental stories, trapped in the head trash, because I didn't know any other way out. That was my life. I had no self-awareness either, that I was completely identified with my thoughts, that I was lost in my thoughts, but I had no separation. I was my thoughts. I was MS. I was bipolar. I was all these stories. Then I discovered that meditation brings inner peace. I was like, I need that. Never focused on healing. I was simply focused on inner peace. I didn't know that inner peace was the opposite of head trash. Because head trash is all this noise, all this garbage, all this busyness. And the opposite of that is inner peace. So I was focused on inner peace. And when I achieved inner peace, the head trash went away, all the stress went away, then all the diseases and conditions went away. And there's no logical explanation for that. The mind cannot understand the world of miracles. But this is what happens when you find peace. This is the home of miracles, the home of transformation. It's not figuring things out. It's not all these steps. It's finding inner peace. And I had a simple practice, 5 minutes a day. The mind would start thinking, and I would just come back into this moment. Mind thinking, come back. Where are my feet? Where are my hands that I'm sitting? It was that simple of a practice. But the mind loves complexity. That's another subtle form of head trash, is complexity. That life is difficult, that it requires lots of steps, lots of effort. And that's simply not the truth. That's more head trash. So my practice was very simple to get out of that head trash. Just 5 minutes a day of learning to be present. And some people have been meditating for many, many, many years, and they're not able to break that head trash addiction, if you will. Because perhaps in their meditation practice, they're too focused on rules. Am I meditating properly? Am I holding my hands right? Am I sitting right? Am I breathing right? Is my focus on the right spot? This is where I was fortunate not to have a spiritual teacher teaching me how to meditate, give me rules, instructions on meditation, because I just knew how to sit there. Then I quickly discovered in about 2 weeks that I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. If I'm not my thoughts, then who am I? Who am I really without my thoughts, my identities, my beliefs? That's a question a lot of people cannot answer. But I got the answer. It was really paranormal, if you will, mystical. I was sitting there one day after meditation, sitting with that question, who am I? And I just heard this voice, this inner voice, say perfect spirit. I'm like, that's it. I'm perfect spirit. I'm not this damaged body or the damaged mind. I am perfect spirit. Then I simply had a deep, deep knowing that all is well. Then I just followed this inner voice, this intuitive voice, on ways to heal the body. But I was never focused on healing. I just did these steps. Then healing occurred, because the body knows how to heal itself. The mind gets lost in the difficulties once again. And we just need to relax. Learn to be here fully in this moment. And hear that inner voice. And this may not be the easiest for you. So you need to reach out to a mentor that can guide you into this head trash removal, if you will, to throw it out. And this is how I help people, as I energetically merge with you, that we become joined, and I erase that head trash, energetically remove it. I can't explain how it happens, it just happens. And people have miraculous recoveries, miraculous changes. Once again, the mind cannot explain it. I lead you into peace, we merge into this peace, and miracles happen. But that head trash that you've been taking as your truth is very dangerous and harmful. And there is a way out. If you're willing to sit for a few minutes a day and learn to be present. and not lost in our stories, the identities, the conditions, the situation in this moment, because this is keeping you trapped. It's a state of all is not well. But from your soul level, all is well, all the time. It's just your current human experience, not your permanent reality. So just remember, your permanent reality is your soul, your spirit. You've had numerous bodies and one spirit. What's that book from Brian Weiss? Many lives, one master. Oh, I don't know, something like that. I don't have it right in front of me now. But the master is our spirit, our soul in all these various bodies. So take good care of yourself, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Wellness Wednesdays with Sam, the Miracle Man. And we hope you'll continue to discover the power of resilience and the steps we can all take to create our own miracles while on our bumpy path to well-being. But just remember, be present, find clarity, and also subscribe so we can all continue to share this life-changing journey together. See you next Wednesday.